السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين. نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونتوكل عليه ونستغفره، ثم نصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم ومخالفيهم ومنكري فضائلهم ومناقبهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد أوصيكم يا عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله، لأن الله يحب المتقين. In the beginning, I advise first of all myself and you to taqwa and piety. Dear brothers and sisters, taqwa is such a quality that make us to keep away from the sins and gunnah, prevent us from disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to not commit sins and gunnah. On the other hand, taqwa also encourage us, push us to perform good deeds, to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the value of the taqwa. If we have taqwa, if we are a pious person, we will not do any sin and we obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you look at the Quran Kareem, several times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran mentioned about the taqwa. Around more than 250 times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to the taqwa. And if you look at the Nahj al-Balagha of the Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala several times Imam alayhi salam talks about the taqwa and piety. This is to advise people to the taqwa is the tradition of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam most of the time ordered and advised people to have taqwa. Not even Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam ordered their follower to the taqwa. Even their enemy, Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam advised their enemy to taqwa, because if they have taqwa, they would be what? Any enemy more. For example, there is a hadith in the Kitab Kafiyah Sharif. You know, the Kafiyah Sharif is one of the most important hadith book in the Shia. In the Bab al-Hujjah, he mentioned a hadith from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. There is a person by the name Safwan ibn Yahya. One time he has a friend by the name Ja'far ibn Muhammad Ash'ath. Ja'far ibn Muhammad ibn Ash'ath, he was Shia, but his dad, his father, wasn't Shia. Safwan ibn Yahya said, one day I asked Ja'far ibn Muhammad Ash'ath, Ja'far, you are Shia. You are one of the follower Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq, while your father is not Shia. What is the story? He said, because I saw from Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam amazing things. That make me Shia. He said, one day, my father Muhammad ibn Ash'as went to in Baghdad, went to the Mansur al-Dawaniqi. Mansur al-Dawaniqi was one of the Khalifa Abbasi on the time of the Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam. Mansur al-Dawaniqi, when saw my father Muhammad ibn Ash'ath, told to the Muhammad ibn Ash'as that, Muhammad, I want you find one person, one smart person for me, and I want give to him some duty. He said, I know a person, he is very smart. He said, who is he? Muhammad ibn Ash'as said, my uncle, my maternal uncle, my khali. He said, he's very smart person. He said, okay, invite him, I want to visit him to give one important duty to him. Uncle of the Muhammad ibn Ash'as, his name is Ibn Muhajir. He said, I will bring my uncle Ibn Muhajir to you. After a while, Muhammad ibn Ash'ath and Ibn Muhajir came to the Abu Ja'far al-Mansur al-Dawaniqi. When Mansur al-Dawaniqi saw Ibn Muhajir, he said, Ibn Muhajir, I want give to you very important responsible, that I am giving to you a lot of the money. Take this money and go to the Medina. Go to the Medina and introduce yourself. I am Shia from Khurasan. Khurasan, you know, one of the states in the Iran. That's grave of Imam Rida alayhi salam is in the Khurasan, in the Mashhad. Introduce that I am one of the Shia from I came from the Khurasan, and the Shias in the Khurasan, they collect some money to spend this money to the Shi'ayan in the Medina. Mansur said, take this money and give to the Sadat and Alawiyun in the Medina, the children of the Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. Sadat, give this money to them, the children of the Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, and take the receipts from them. I need the receipts. Especially, I want a receipt from Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. This receipt from the Imam al-Sadiq is very important for me. Try your best. I know you are a very smart person. Ibn Muhajir said, it's okay. He took the money and went from the Baghdad to the Medina. He gave to the Sadat in the Medina the money and took from everybody receipt, and he came back to the Baghdad. came to the Baghdad and visit the Mansur and said, and he was very happy. Oh Mansur, I fulfilled my duty. And this is the receipts from the Sadat Alawiyin. Mansur said, okay, where is the receipt from the Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq? I am saying Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, he was saying Ja'far ibn Muhammad. Where is the receipt? He said, I'm sorry, forgot about the receipt from the Imam al-Sadiq. He said, why? Ibn Muhajir said, when I went to the Medina, after I gave the money to the Alawiyin, I went to the Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq. I found him in the Masjid al-Nabi. He was praying Salat, and I sat behind of the Imam al-Sadiq so he can finish Salat, and I go to him. The moment Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam finished his Salat without any question, before I talk anything to him, he said, Ibn Muhajir, come here. I know this is the mention, this hadith is mentioned in the Qafiyah I gave to the reference. He said, Ibn Muhajir, ittaqillah. Ya fulan, ittaqillah. Look here. Even Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam advise their enemy to the taqwa. Ibn Muhajir, ittaqillah. Don't deceive Ahlul Prophet Muhammad's progeny. He said, Ya Ibn Rasulullah, I am one of your Shia, I came from the Khurasan. He said, don't lie. I know. If you want to deceive anybody, it's okay, but you cannot deceive me. He said, how? He said, Ibn Muhajir, first of all, you are not from the Khurasan. You came from the Baghdad, and you came from the Abu Ja'far Mansur Dawaniqi, and he gave to you the money to give to the Alawiyin, and you took the receipt from them. But you cannot deceive me. Ibn Muhajir said, I got so shameful, and I came to you back. Look, here is the amazing part. Look, enemy of Ahlul Bayt, look at the enemy of Ahlul Bayt, how they have ma'rifat to the Imam. Mansur al-Dawaniqi is the most clear enemy for the Imam al-Sadiq. He said, Ibn Muhajir, Ibn Muhajir, Ibn Muhajir. Every time, يا ابن مهاجر اعلم إنه ليس من أهل بيت النبوة إلا وفيه محدث. This is the saying of the Mansur. O Ibn Muhajir, know that every time there is muhaddath among of the Prophet Muhammad's progeny. What does muhaddath mean? We have the muhaddith and muhaddath. Muhaddith, who the narrators. For example, muhaddith means that if some person heard a narration from the Imam and he narrates, this is the muhaddith. Muhaddath means the person that the angels came down from the sky and they narrate for them. One of the title name of this Bibi Fatima Salamullah alayha is muhaddatha, not muhadditha. Muhaddatha means the angels several times came and they were talking to the Bibi Fatima. Mansour said, in every time that there is muhaddath, but today, in our time now, muhaddath is the Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq. Look, the ma'rifat of the enemy of Ahlul Bayt. They knew it. They knew the value of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. But unfortunately, because they had lack of the taqwa, because of the position, because of the money, they became enemy of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. So my topic was about the taqwa, that even Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, they advised even their enemy to the taqwa. After that, in the end of the riwayat, Ja'far ibn Muhammad Ash'as said, when I heard this story from my father, I became Shia. That's why I became Shia. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala include us among the pious person and muttaqeen person ببركة الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل. اللهم صل. If you remember that my topic was about the advices of the Prophet to the Abu Dharr Ghaffari, that to just refresh your mind, that one day Abu Dharr came to the Medina, to Masjid al-Nabi in the Medina, and asked Prophet Muhammad to advise him. And Prophet gave several advice to him. And first advice of the Prophet was that, Ya Abu Dharr, u'budillah, O Abu Dharr, worship Allah. Be servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. U'budillah. Why the first advice of the Prophet was about the worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The first advice was U'budillah. Abu Dharr, U'budillah. Worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and being servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a lot of the value. Its value of the worshipping Allah is very high. That, look, in the Quran, when we see the story of the Prophet Isa alayhi salam, when he was born, the moment he was born, he started to talk. He said, قال إني عبد الله. Abdullah. The first word that Prophet Isa alayhi salam mentioned, I am Abdullah, worshipper of the God, servant of the God. After that said, آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا. So it shows the value of the abd, to be abd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, to being abd is very valuable. And other things, we in the tashahhud, when we want, talks about the Prophet Muhammad. The first quality which we talk, أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. He is the abd. He is the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look, the matching with the Prophet Isa says, I am Abdullah wa atani al-kitab wa ja'alani nabiyya. First, I am Abdullah, and after that, I am the Prophet. Here, ashhadu anna Muhammadan عبده ورسوله. First, we testify that Muhammad is the abd of Allah, servant of Allah. After that, ورسوله, and he is the messenger. So, abd, to being abd and servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very important. That's why Prophet, the first advice which gave to the Abu Dhar was that, O Abu Dhar, my first advice to you is U'budillah, worship Allah, be servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After that, Prophet continued and says, if you want your worship be acceptable, there are three conditions for that. First, al-imanu billah. You have to have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Believe in Allah. Second, wal-imanu bi. If, O Abu Dhar, if you want your worship be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to have faith in me. And third condition, third and last condition, that's وَحُبُّ أَهْلِ بَيْتِ. Third condition is to have love of my progeny, my household. I mentioned about this, but there is one question came to my mind. That's, look, about this condition. Prophet said, first, iman billah, faith in Allah. Second, iman bi, we have to faith in Prophet. Why Prophet didn't said wal imanu bi ahli bayti, to have faith in Ahl Bayt? Instead of the iman, says what? Hubbu ahli bayti. It's amazing. After this question was in my mind till I read the last two ayah of the Surah Baqarah. Look, according to Allah in the Quran, according to Allah and the Prophet, we have iman. Look, آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته ورسله. We have to have faith in Allah and the prophets. But we don't have in the Quran iman bi Ahl Bayt. No, we have mawaddat to Ahlul Bayt, hub to Ahlul Bayt. قل ما أسألكم عليه أجرا إلا المودة في القربى. Look how the advices of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam match with the Quran Kareem. It's amazing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to have love toward Ahlul Bayt. Yes, if we have love, we will have the faith in Ahlul Bayt alayhim wassalam. That's why Prophet says, وَحُبُّ أَهْلِ بَيْتِ. Third condition for our worship be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is حُبُّ أَهْلِ بَيْتِ. Love of my progeny. If you remember, I talked about the Ahlul Bayt alayhim wasalam. Several points in the Ahlul Bayt alayhim wasalam is, first of all, do we need to have Imam alayhi salam after a Prophet? We prove that yes, existence of the Imam is necessary after the Prophet. Why? We mentioned that the word from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam that Allahumma salli. He asked Hisham ibn Hakam that, tell me the story of what's happened between you and the Alim Sunni in the Basra. And he came and he said that I met the Alim. If you remember, I mentioned that in the details that I ask him, do you have the eyes? Do you have the ear? Do you have the hands? Do you have the nose? Do you have the tongue? He said, yes, I have it. And after that, I said, do you have the heart? He said, yes, we have the heart. Hisham said, what is the duty and role of the heart? He said, hearts remove the doubt between the organs of the body. And Hisham said, if organs of the body needs to the leader, why we don't need to the leader after the prophets? As a heart remove the doubt between the organs, and of course we need the imam and leader after the prophet to remove the doubt. And the role of the imam was to answer the question that if the people had a question. Ala kulli halin, we mentioned about this. We prove that existence of the imam is necessary after the prophet. Another point, according to the imam and Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, is that Ahlul Bayt and imam, it is necessary to choose by the Allah or the choose by the people. As we as a Shia, we say what? It is necessary, should choose by the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, Moulana, give me the logic reason why the people cannot choose the imam by themselves. There is a hadith, is very long hadith. If I want to mention this hadith, maybe takes from me 3 lectures. It's very long. But I mentioned the part of that hadith that a person on the time of the Imam Hassan al-Askari alayhi salam had a question. He met Imam and asked several questions, and one of the question is that, Ya ibn Rasulullah, tell me why we should believe that Imam should be chosen by the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not by the people. Imam addressed to the Imam al-Zaman alayhi salam, Allahumma salli that Imam on that time had the 5 years old. Imam alayhi salam replied to him that, look, this is very, 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 very simple answer and logic answer. Look how Imam Zaman alayhi salam proved for him that why Imam should be chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam alayhi salam told to that person that, look, if the people want choose the Imam and leader, they choose the character leader or destructive leader, corrupter the leader. Of course, they choose the character leader, peacemaker leader, not the corrupter leader. He said, yes, the people choose the character leader. He said, okay, if they choose the character of the leader, is it possible that that leader maybe he express he is the peaceful, he is the character person, but inside is not a peaceful person? It is possible or no? Said, yes, Ya ibn Rasulullah, it is possible. Said, because the people just look at the zahir of the person, look at what he shows, but they don't know about the inside, within of the person. He said, look, I give to you the one example from the Quran. Imam alayhi salam told him, I give to you one example from the Quran. Who is the more knowledgeable, prophet or the people? He said, Ya ibn Rasul, of course, the prophet is more knowledgeable of the people. He said, we have one example in the Quran. Prophet chose some person. In the end, those people became munafiq. They show his hypocrisy. He said, how? He said, Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Surah Araf mentioned that about the story of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam. وَاخْتَارَ مُوسَى قَوْمَهُ 70 رَجُلًا لِمِيقَاتِنَا. Musa alayhi salam chose 70 men from his people for miqat. After Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who is the most knowledgeable of the people, among the people, choose 70 person among the Bani Israel for the miqat. In the end, what's happened? They claimed that, "O Musa, Ya Musa, لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة." O Musa, by the way, these 70%, Musa alayhi salam choose these 70% among of 700,000 person. Look, so these 70 were the best among of 700,000 person. What's happened? When they go to the miqat, they said, "O Musa, we will not believe you until we see Allah visibly. حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً." And after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to them the sa'iqah and Allah killed them. Imam al-Zaman alayhi salam told him, Musa alayhi salam, he is the one who is the most knowledgeable. Choose 70%, but in fact they became the munafiq. They showed their, in the end, disbelief to the Musa alayhi salam. And if the Musa choose the 70%, and this is the result, so forgot about the people. If they want, choose the Imam. Look how it is the logic, reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala choose the Imam, not the people. Because it is high risk that people do mistake. And the person they choose, he become the munafiq and the corrupter, destructive person. Ala kulli hal, and the time is over. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, بحق Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, increase in our heart iman and faith to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet and his progeny. ببركة الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صل على محمد.